dedicate this speech to a fellow student of rhetoric and my good friend, Theo Raz. Theo partied a little too hard at Burning Man last summer and wasn't able to complete his studies on time. So we sure tried. Some of you might remember Theo as a guy trying to set fire to his desk in Cocaine class. Anyway, we wish Theo a healthy recovery. We hope to see him on this stage sometime within the next decade. Congratulations to the graduating class of film and rhetoric, and greetings to everyone else. My name is Ariel, and I'm here to share with you the secret value of rhetoric. And to tell you that because of the secret value, majoring in rhetoric gives you an extra step in life, and is probably the best decision you could have made in your young adult life. This is something I happen to believe is unabashedly true, but as any member of the graduating class can tell you, that's not what's important. What's important is that I convince you that it's true. I must say, I'm a little surprised to be here, since, unlike the majority of you, I was not a super genius in high school. I was more of the wisecracking dude who applied himself sporadically, the type of guy who, when it came time to study for the SATs, dissolved into the company of his friends. When I reappeared a few years later, surprised to find myself at a decent university, it somehow dawned on me that genius is not a God-given gift. Genius is what happens when intelligent people study with passion. I began to act accordingly. So my intellectual curiosity was blooming, and yet I yearned for better soil. I applied to a few universities, was accepted into about half of them, and ultimately had a choice between Berkeley and somewhere else. I chose Berkeley, partly because it had a reputation for greatness, but mainly because one little major caught my eye. I hadn't seen it at any of the other universities, and I wasn't sure exactly what it was. Still, I knew I wanted to be good at it. So, for me, rhetoric will always be synonymous with intellectual curiosity. It's the Siamese twin of the French je ne sais quoi that proclaims, I want to know what that is. It's scratching at the surface with a finger, or, when the occasion calls for it, with a shovel. An attempt to understand why someone wrote this, and not that, and what all these little differences might mean. But more importantly, in the, quote, real world, rhetoric is a major that people are eager to ask you questions about. And I know this for certain. I know this because I also majored in film. When I was at that other university, people prodded me about my major. I'd reply film, and they'd say, cool, do you want to make movies? And I'd say, no, you should go talk to my friend Theo. And the conversation would usually end right there. Now I tell people that I majored in rhetoric, and their eyes glisten with curiosity. What's rhetoric, they ask? What do you do with that? And now it's time for my great review. The secret value of majoring in rhetoric is that curiosity for rhetoric is not exclusive to rhetoric majors. Rhetoric is something that nearly everyone, your boss, your family, your job interviewer, your friends, your date, everyone will cherish asking you about rhetoric. And the great thing about having studied rhetoric is that people assume you're an expert. So when they ask, come up with an answer that suits the occasion. Be plain spoken and tell them, rhetoric is the art of effective argumentation. Lean forward, wink, and tell them, rhetoric is the only major where professors will confuse and convince you at the same time. Or sigh with resignation and tell them, it's basically pretty long. Tell them something that will arrest or disturb or enchant, because rhetoric is something that requires more than one-word explanation, more even than a commencement speech. But we all know what majoring in rhetoric means. Majoring in rhetoric means that it's your move. To the graduating class of rhetoric, have your wits about you. Thank you, and kudos.